One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. Given that you're the sport administrator for football as well, Frank, and you mentioned the recruiting process of rebuilding a roster essentially, was the recent satellite football camps that was reversed, I guess, essentially by the board of directors and now allows for the proliferation of these? Is that even more important for your all's program than, say, anybody else in Division I right now who's been established and hasn't had to go through this process?
Yeah, our coaches were very much in support of the reversal of the decision and being able to out and work satellite camps, both from a standpoint and the idea that it gives young men who want to play football at the next level the greatest opportunity to be seen. We think it certainly helps us. It allows us to see more prospects, more recruits, really get to know them to determine if they're the right fit, both academically and socially, as well as on the field for UAB. So we viewed that as a positive, and we've got a slate of 10 or 12 camps over the course of June that our head coach and staff will work. So we viewed that as a positive.
How difficult was it to renegotiate some of those deals with your sponsors once football was out of the portfolio, yet keep their financial commitment at the same level? How difficult was that process?
Well, first of all, I want to give all the credit in the world to our multimedia rights partner, IMG College. They did a fantastic job in working with us to massage, which was obviously a very difficult situation, circumstances that really hadn't been seen before. And they were nothing but professional and great in working with us. And certainly hats off to our sponsors as well. That this certainly could have been viewed as an opportunity to direct resources elsewhere, but that although UAB was going through a challenging time and figuring out what the future would hold, they stayed in our corner, and we certainly appreciate that. Certainly some deals had to be renegotiated and figured out from an asset standpoint. We're going through 2 seasons without football, so we don't have those 6 home football games or 13 radio broadcasts or whatever the case may be. But our team was able to work with each one of our partners to customize a solution and figure it out to the point where we were revenue neutral this year, which is a huge accomplishment considering the fact that we didn't have football, and given the timing, we were renegotiating some of these agreements in mid to late summer, even into early fall. So you're really a credit to everyone involved that they hung behind the Blazers and knew that there were better times ahead, real positive times ahead. And I think those partners and certainly IMG as our multimedia rights partner will reap that benefit in the years to come.
And do you expect there to be an increase on that front given the momentum around football again?
Yeah, we certainly think so. I think not only the enhanced profile of our football, but we've met on developing new and different assets, whether it be online and digital programming, reality show type programming and other things that are going to provide a unique opportunity for businesses in not only just in Birmingham, but throughout the state and the region, to associate their brands with UAB football. And given the uniqueness of our story, I think that's something that people will be very interested in being a part of. We're real eager to return to play in 2017, but in the meantime, we're going to make the most of the time we have to prepare and ensure that we're as successful as we can be right out of the gate on the field and from an administrative and external standpoint as well.
And that's today's One Question, brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. One Question is designed to give D1 Ticker subscribers valuable insights on how executive leaders in college athletics think about key issues on their respective campuses, in their departments, or within their leagues and conferences. One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.